Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Learn. Today we'll be discussing all the activity questions of week 3. So let's begin. For the following sentence, choose whether the type of sentence is simple, compound or complex. The boy entered the room. So it is simple, it has a subject and a predicate, and it has a finite verb, one finite verb. So it's a simple sentence. So it's the same for all the questions. Okay. The student could not answer the question. Again, it's the same subject and predicate and one finite verb. So it's a simple sentence. He realizes that money is not everything in life. So if you see here, money is not everything in life is the main clause, or you can say independent clause. This is a relative pronoun which is connecting both the dependent clause and the independent clause. So one independent clause and any number of dependent clauses with a relative pronoun or any conjunctive, it is a definition of complex sentence. So the sentence is complex. So they're asking the type of subordinate clause in the following sentence. I worked in a company while I was living in US. Okay. This is a subordinate clause and the type of the clause is adverbial clause. The next question, I know what the answer is. So it is a noun clause. Let's move forward. The first question, John trains the dog is. It is a simple sentence. It also has a subject, John. It is also an independent clause. Basically, the answer is all of the above. So you may get it out like, how is it an independent clause? It is an independent clause because every sentence is a clause. But the thing is, it is an independent one. So every sentence is an independent clause. Here. So they are saying that this sentence is a simple sentence. So many of them, seeing the length of this sentence, they choose the option false, but it is not. The answer is true. You may wonder, how is this a simple sentence? As I said, simple sentence has nothing to do with the length of the sentence. It has to be, it must have one main clause, and it can have any number of phrases to it. It should have one main clause, that is one independent clause, and the other important point is it should have one finite verb. So here, if you see, both the grey cat with the ginger paws and the sandy dog with the black patches were running towards the green moss covered by the river. So here, were running. The whole sentence, though it is lengthy, it has only one finite verb, which is were running. It indicates past continuous tense, and it is a plural third person. So it gets changed according to the tense of the sentence. So never decide a sentence seeing its length. You can never say if it's short, it's simple, or if it's lengthy, it's complex or compound. Just see if it has one main clause and if it has only one finite verb. If these both conditions are satisfied, then no matter how lengthy it is, it will be always a simple sentence. So let's move on to the next question. Harish and Kabir vied for attention, but neither of them received it. They're saying it is a simple sentence. False. It is not a simple sentence. It is a compound sentence, as it has two independent clauses. This is one. This is one independent clause. There are two independent clauses, and it has been joined by a coordinating conjunction, which is but. Two independent clauses joined by a conjunction. So it is a compound sentence, not a simple one. She has a quick temper but a good heart. They're saying this is a simple sentence. It is false. It is a complex sentence. So if you see, this is the independent clause, and a good heart, it is an dependent clause. One independent clause or main clause and any number of dependent clauses, and it has been joined by but, it is a complex sentence. So the next one, I know what he is talking about, is a, so many of them think this is a simple sentence, but it is not. It is a complex sentence with a subordinate noun clause. He is talking about, this is a noun clause, and it is also dependent. So it is a subordinate noun clause, and it's a complex sentence. I know, it is a main clause or an independent clause, and this is a dependent clause. It is also a noun clause, so a complex sentence with a subordinate noun clause. Subordinate means dependent. So let's move forward. In the following sentences, identify the coordinating conjunction. So it's very easy. Sun is shining and plants are flowering. And it's the same for all the questions in this activity, okay? He cycled fast, but he couldn't catch Dharan. But it is very easy to identify coordinating conjunctions or relative pronouns. Tarun never went to classes, nor did he go anywhere else. Antarctica has always been so cold, yet there are many researchers around there. John trains the dog. Oh, I think the question is repeated. As we discussed, all of the above. It is an independent clause, a simple sentence, and has a subject too. Moving forward, in the following sentence, identify the noun the adjectival clause modifies. They are asking what is the noun which the adjectival clause, that is, which is underlined, is modifying. So, our teacher who came to this town in the late 80s is a rather pleasant woman. So, our teacher who came to this town in late 80s. So, this is clearly modifying the noun our teacher. All adjectival clauses modify the verb in a sentence. False. They are saying adjectival clause and a verb. Adjectival clauses modifies nouns or pronouns, not verbs. If it is modifying a verb, then it becomes adverbial, not adjectival. All relative clauses are adjectival clauses. Obviously, they are the same. True. A subordinate clause can be in a sentence. It can be anything. It can be subject, object, or adjective. So it's all of the above. A single adjective can replace an adjectival clause. True. An adjectival clause, they both do the same, they have the same function. So it can be replaced. Moving forward, agreement of the subject and predicate is necessary for the sentence to be grammatically correct. True. In English, there is an agreement between subject and predicate as we discussed. Second question, Janani has a motorbike which she loves to ride. They're asking complement, like object. Then Janani has a motorbike. So the answer is a motorbike. Suresh plays badminton for 2 hours a day. The adjunct for 2 hours a day is an adjunct of. So it's giving extra information for for 2 hours a day. What? He plays for 2 hours a day. So it is giving more information about the verb plays. Soft sofas are comfortable. The adjunct in this sentence is, there is no adjunct here. Adjunct is not an essential part. It just gives extra information. Here just the important things are present. So there is no adjunct in this sentence. He wanted a new laptop for his graduation day. The adjunct is, it's clearly for his graduation day, as this is giving an extra information. So the answer is for his graduation. So we are done with activity questions. We'll meet in the next video. We'll discuss practice assignment and grade assignment there. Thank you, everyone.